I have Bhumi, who will switch on her camera in a while. There she is. Bhumi is responsible for the entire campus hiring, and I am Yogesh Gandhi, uh, with Mahindra and Mahindra for just about 20 years, responsible for many businesses within HR, and right now for an end-to-end employee experience. I invite all the students who are part of Chitkara University, who are part of GL Bajaj Noida based institute, Graphic Era University, JP University, LMNIIT, LPU, Punjab University, Pimpri Chinchwad Education Trust Pune, and YMCA Faridabad. I invite all of you for a very important program, which is called as Swaraj Graduate Engineer GET Trainee Drive. Um, I will speak something about the organization, the fuel that gets us on the board every day to rise as Mahindra. Neetu would then cover about the part about the GET, SGET as a program and the entire process, and then me, Neetu, and Bhumi will take questions if any. While you do so, you can keep on, typing your questions in the Q&A box, and Neetu will moderate it for all of us. All right. So, moving on, as I said, each of us rise back to the world with one simple aspect. We are here to drive that positive change in the lives of our communities, as we believe that only when we enable others to rise, we will rise. And hence, it's hashtag Together We Rise, because that's the purpose by which we are relevant for last 80 years, across the globe, across the businesses, and that's what Mahindra Rise is all about. This is importantly embedded into our value system of having being ethical, or having integrity, which is nothing but then courage to uphold the principles when no one is watching. That's very important, and the conviction to choose honestly over convenience. Quality, it's a pursuit of excellence in every detail. It's about ensuring that every action, every product, and every experience reflects our promise to do things well. Care, and that's the heart of who we are. And these values are embedded for our people, for our customers, and at large for our communities. One would think about that, why am I speaking about values? Why am I speaking about purpose? Uh, Use these slides, use this information to prepare for that round of interview. While you do your technical round, it is also important to see that whether you're culturally fit. And hence, a lot of people managers or HR managers would ask some use cases around these values, which projects, which aspects have you displayed at. And hence it's important for each one of you on your journey to be selected as a Mahindraite. These are some of the values we would look into every new entrant into the organization. While these values which are deep rooted, what is important are the behaviors that we would display at work, right from collaborating, which is nothing but helping each other and working as one team, being always placing companies ahead of self, of being agile, which is to prioritize with clarity and act with speed, of being bold, which is to think big, set ambitious yet achievable goals, and deliver what we promise. Collaboration, as we all know, it unites us, agility keeps us nimble, and boldness helps us to achieve our potential. As one theme to think big, do less, and execute flawlessly. So, on these values and behaviors, being at the foundation is the culture at Mahindra and Mahindra, with the purpose, which is the roof of the house of Rise, to drive positive change in the lives of our communities. It's based on three pillars. Three pillars which each and every of our brand resonates, which is to rise for more equal world, which is to rise to be future ready, and rise to create value. This, in a nutshell, is House of Mahindra Rise, which is on a strong foundation of cultures, which is a multiplier between values and behaviors, which is seen in every choice, in every action, and it's not on a single day, but it's every day that we will breathe in this culture. On that, let me try and show you our corporate AV, which is a recap of what we do beyond numbers. I'm sure you'll enjoy this AV and get the magnitude of the scale, which goes beyond numbers that each one of us back at Mahindra adds to.
Not all numbers are born for the balance sheet. Some are born to bring a smile. Some usher the future. Some make you stand tall. Some numbers light a fire and fulfill wishes. Some spoil you silly. Some echo joyful shrieks. Some numbers have smiles written all over them. Some make the planet happy. Some make the planet healthy. Some numbers rise against all odds. Some are made for dreams. Not all numbers are born for the balance sheet. As we spread our wings globally, we at Mahindra believe that the numbers we are most proud of are the number of lives we have touched. Mahindra, together we rise.
So that's entire summary of what we do beyond adding numbers. Well, we do our business with the entire purpose to rise for driving that positive change. It's also important to be committed to the environment, to the society, and to the entire governance bit. And hence, as a global leader, these are our 10 commitments to the entire ESG, right from the renewable energy till planting trees, and it's not only one, two, but planting 5 million trees, till about being carbon neutral, till about Nadikali, which is almost the ambitious target that we take to educate 1 million girls per year, of being water positive across the group, having gold standard in governance that's in compliance and disclosures that we've already achieved, being carbon neutral, because along with the science and technology, what's also important is how do we get be carbon neutral, till to be zero to waste to landfill, and carbon pricing emphasis. Now you see on the slide is all about the years that's what is in plan, and happy to report back things are working very well. So this is not on the slide. The next audio visual, which I'll show it to you, uh, is just shows to us the commitment that every pocket of Mahindra, be it at a manufacturing plant level, be it at an area office level, or be it at an R&D setup level, what's the level of commitment the employees are there in terms of committing to the entire ESG. And let me show you one small experiment, which our Sahirabad factory within Andhra Pradesh, they did it. This AV encompasses about what really it means to us.
What does the number of weddings in a town have to do with an automobile factory? अजीब सा सवाल है नहीं? मैं समझाती हूँ। सालों पहले महिंद्रा ने जहीराबाद में सिर्फ फैक्ट्री नहीं लगाई, लाखों पेड़ भी लगाए, रेन वाटर हार्वेस्टिंग पिट्स बनाए जिससे अंडरग्राउंड वाटर लेवल लगभग 400 फीट से बढ़ गया और सालों से सूखे पड़े नलों में फिर से जान आ गई। पर आप सोच रहे होंगे, इस सब से शादी का क्या लेना देना भाई? अरे पानी का ही तो खेल था सारा कि हमारा हैंडसम सुजीत सालों से था कुंवारा। कहा जाता है कि आसपास के लोग यहाँ अपनी बेटियों की शादी नहीं कराते थे, इस डर से कि उन्हें पानी की कमी झेलनी पड़ेगी। पर जब से यहाँ पानी की प्रॉब्लम खत्म हुई, तब से शुरू हुई शहनाई। कंग्रेचुलेशन सुजीत एंड श्री लक्ष्मी। 2040 तक कार्बन न्यूट्रल बनना महिंद्रा का मिशन है और जहीराबाद उस भविष्य की ओर एक अहम कदम है।
Right. So that's all about the commitment to the ESG. Moving ahead, we are many companies, but we rise together for one purpose across these 11 sectors, right from auto till defense till mobility services, agribusinesses, farm equipment services, financial services, hospitality, IT, partners, real estate, and two-wheelers. So we are there almost in all 11 important sectors across the industries. If that was entire about M&M Group, let me do a deep dive on our auto and farm equipment sector businesses. With about global footprint of 71 manufacturing facilities around the world, across the farm equipment, auto, electric vehicles, two-wheelers, and other businesses. We are within 21 centers across 7 countries. Of course, India, Finland, Italy, Japan, Turkey, UK, and USA with a very strong dominance at within the domestic footprint within the auto and the farm sectors. Of course, we our businesses being very hyper local, hyper rural. We are there till the last mile of India, along with the manufacturing plants in almost all the key states across India, and with our foundation of Mahindra Research Valley, which is at the domestic locations, largely based out of Chennai, followed with Pune, Bangalore, and the entire Mahindra SUV proving track within the Tamil Nadu belt. So that's our domestic footprint. With this, we are India's number one SUV by revenue market share, India's number one tractor company, world's largest tractor company by volume, India's number one electric three-wheeler company, India's number one less than 3.5 light commercial vehicles company, LCVs. That's where we are number one. Little brief about from auto and farm over our auto sector. These are the published data in our balance sheet for the FY 2025, with almost about 22.5% of being market leader in the SUV by revenue market. The auto sector focuses on the personal vehicles, commercial vehicles, the Mahindra Trucks and Buses divisions, Mahindra Electric Automobile, Automotive Limited, construction equipment, and the three-wheelers, that is the last mile mobility. This is on the auto sector. Uh, Moving to the farm equipment sector, there are about three important businesses. Farm division, Mahindra Tractors, which is about almost about one-fourth of the market by Mahindra Tractors. Mahindra Swaraj, which got acquired in 20 almost in 2017, the erstwhile PTL, but now Mahindra Swaraj, and we are here to recruit the best of the engineering graduates for our manufacturing. More about it, Neetu will speak about it. But we are there to pick up the bright talent for this business of Swaraj division, which I'll speak on the next slide. Along with Gromax, which is almost a leader in the small size tractor segment. The applications behind the tractors by itself is an independent business called as farm machinery. Uh, Genset and two wheelers has got no direct relevance with FES. It's more to do with the positioning of the businesses, but they are independent businesses. Uh, Moving to Swaraj at glance, It's as I mentioned, it's a dynamic and a growing division of Mahindra Auto and Farm. It's a totally indigenous company. So from a customer's point of view, Mahindra has two choices: to select a Mahindra tractor or to select a Mahindra Swaraj tractor, right? From a balance sheet point of view, we may be one company, but from a customer's choices point of view, these are two different products. And Mahindra Swaraj is the second largest brand in domestic market. So both companies put together, that is Mahindra Tractors and Mahindra Swaraj, we are almost at about 43 to 44% of market share on our industry of 8 to 9 lakhs. The YTD market share being 19.2%, with over 1 million satisfied customers and being number one position in customer satisfaction. So that's Mahindra Swaraj with all the famous products that you see on the slide, from the Target to the 717 to the 735 FE, so on and so forth. Uh, uh, this is the sales and manufacturing presence of Swaraj, with largely the entire manufacturing plant within the north part of India, plant one, plant two, the foundry, R&D, and the engines. And everything all put together, it's divided into two sales zones and two sales regions with about 1217 dealers across India. These are some of the pictures what the team has got for you in terms of the plants and in terms of the foundry. That's where we are at. And let me show you the corporate AV for Mahindra Swaraj, none other than by MS Dhoni, who is the Mahindra Swaraj brand ambassador.
मेरी अब तक की खेती में मुझे एक बात समझ में आई है कि खेती लगातार बदल रही है, और इसीलिए मैंने स्वराज चुना, क्योंकि वक्त के साथ बदलाव की अहमियत को ये भी अच्छी तरह समझता है। स्वराज ने 50 साल पहले खेती में क्रांति लाने के इरादे से शुरुआत की थी, ताकि देश में खेती के तरीके में बदलाव हो। जैसे जैसे खेती के चैलेंजेस बढ़ते गए, स्वराज ने अपने प्रोडक्ट्स और मैन्युफैक्चरिंग टेक्निक को और भी बेहतर किया और एक फ्यूचरिस्टिक प्लांट बनाया, जो बदलते कल के लिए हमेशा तैयार रहे। इस फ्यूचरिस्टिक प्लांट की असेंबली लाइन पर जुड़कर हर छोटा बड़ा बदलाव एक नया आकार लेता है। पावरफुल इंजन, ट्रांसमिशन और हर पुर्जे को परफेक्शन के साथ जोड़कर लेटेस्ट टेक्नोलॉजी से टेस्ट किया जाता है, ताकि स्वराज का हर ट्रैक्टर देश के खेतों में जाकर बदलाव ला सके। स्वराज ने अपनी फाउंड्री को भी लेटेस्ट टेक्नोलॉजी से वर्ल्ड क्लास बनाया। ताकि हर कदम पर मिले बेहतर से बेहतरीन क्वालिटी, जिससे ना कभी स्वराज रुके ना काम। और इतना सब कुछ कैसे मुमकिन हो पाता है? क्योंकि स्वराज के ज्यादातर इंजीनियर्स खुद फार्मिंग बैकग्राउंड से आते हैं, जो किसानों की हर जरूरत को समझते हैं। स्वराज सिर्फ एक ट्रैक्टर कंपनी नहीं, ये देश की खेती का फ्यूचर है। ये एक उम्मीद है, विश्वास है, जोश है, बदलाव की सोच है, जो हर किसान अपने खेत में देखना चाहता है। हर आने वाले कल के लिए तैयार है आज मेरा नया स्वराज।
So that's Devi when we got it, when we were celebrating the 50 years of Swaraj, and that's the legacy that we carry on. Uh, so with that, the roles that we're going to offer is within the Mahindra Swaraj, and I will hand it over to Neetu for the next slides, with a thought what Anand always speaks about. When all of us think why Mahindra, it's because I like the statement what he makes, because it's not about how big we become, but how we become big. And it's a very profound and a reflective statement by Anand. And Nitu, over to you for the process and for the entire program. I'll play the slides from you from here. Nitu, over to you.
Sure, Yogesh, thank you so much. It was so lovely hearing you again. And whenever I see some of these videos, I think it fuels a lot of energy and it gives immense pride to be part of an organization where we do so much. Uh, so, with that, talking about what it looks like to be part of this organization, and what we really want you all to be aware that the people that we would love to be part of this organization who likes to challenge, who likes to bring learning agility, people who are fueled by purpose. Uh, while outcome is there, but it's not every time we chase outcomes. We do look at larger purpose, right? People who maneuver through gray areas because life is not always black and white. We all know, right? So it's very important that we understand and we know how to navigate when there is ambiguous situation, when there is clarity is not enough, right? And yeah, people who are ready to take next level, people who are ready to challenge themselves, challenge things, and people who can bring diverse perspective. That's kind of that kind of people that we look for. We would like to have as part of this organization. And moving ahead, if we talk about while you bring some of these attributes in Mahindra Swaraj, in return, what you can expect from us. So, of course, a culture of rewarding and outperformance. We truly believe in meritocracy, and that's why in every action that we do, we take, it brings a kind of very rewarding experience through our culture. An empowering environment. This is something we really lead by, where we do encourage people to share their views, ideas, to have a very diverse perspective, and to have a kind of ecosystem where everyone feels empowered. Uh, of course, given the large organization we are, this also brings plethora of learning opportunity. So we learn from each other, we learn from different business functions, and this diverse our knowledge for sure. And yes, if we see here, we have so many different business unique roles, and needless to say that the amount of learning we get through this journey, being part of this organization. And of course, exposure to leadership, people who are part of this organization. We have many examples to talk about, and we proudly talk about. For example, we have Yogesh as in one of the representative. He has been with us for last 20 years. He is one of our very much a go-to leader in the organization, and that's how each one of you, once you be the part of, you will get a chance to interact with the leadership team, learn from them, and that's how we grow together. Now, talking about SGET program 2026. So when I say SGET program, it's nothing but Swaraj Graduate Engineering Training Program, right? Um, and we welcome you to this part of this program for this year, and what it looks like for you, right? Uh, as we discussed earlier, as an organization, there are certain leadership behaviors that we demonstrate, and we like to operate in that manner. Uh, Ethics, integrity is something very core to our work. Collaboration is very much fundamental. We like to be collaborative and bringing agility in our day-to-day work. And that's how we drive bold decision making and informed decision making. What our promise is to offer you diverse business and roles as we grow together. Empowering environment we spoke about. Um, so far, you have understood the amount of and the diverse of business we have. Definitely, the learning opportunity is going to be immense. Um, right. Now, for this role, we call it SGET program. Qualification for this program is BTech, and job location for this program is again Pan India. So that's pretty much about this program. That's how we see you rising with us once you become the part of this program and this organization. Okay. So what we are looking for, someone who has aspiration, interest in making career in engineering, someone who is really interested to contribute and be the part of our Mahindra growth journey, who is flexible to be part of Mahindra Swaraj division from any location. All right. We are looking for individuals who are passionate about automobile technology, who have real interest in this industry, in this field, who like to innovate, who like to bring something new to the table, and for sure someone who is curious, because when you are curious you always bring why, which is very very important for any kind of setup. So that's what we expect from you to bring on the table. If we talk about what selection process looks like, and when I was just looking at your Q&A chat, I see many of you have uh, multiple questions on the process, right? So let me explain you. Basically, we have 5 stage selection process that we have put across, right from starting from a pre-placement talk, which we are doing it right now, followed by registration, shortlisting through assessment, then technical interview, followed by HR discussion, and then selection. So these are the steps that are going to be as a part of our selection process. If I talk about assessment, this is going to be online assessment. Again, I would also like to let you all know that we have our hiring partner, HirePro, who is going to help us curating this campus hiring program for 25-26 batch. And these platforms are AI proctored, to give you seamless experience. Same goes for technical interview, where we will take you through the interview conversation with our experts to understand your technical understanding about the role, etc. And of course, HR to understand more about you as individual, to more about your interest, and to learn more about your career aspirations. So that's how the high level process looks like. And once you are selected, further we would move to offer process, followed by joining. And if you are selected, what the compensation looks like, um, that that we would be offering you the compensation of 6.25 uh, as compensation. So that's broadly about selection process.
Yeah,
Yeah. And now we look forward. We would encourage you all to participate in the registration process, be part of this program, and sign up for this program. Yeah, and I think with that, we can open for Q&A.
All right, thank you, Nitu. Excellent. I think so. You have given good details about the expectations that we have candidates, and I think that's one of the common FAQs, right, that we get among all. So yeah, so I'm sure this information is good enough. Why don't you moderate
Yeah,
certain somewhat you can answer, somewhat you want me to answer or want me to answer. I I I,
sure.
I leave it to your discretion. We can open up some
Yeah.
questions. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think let me take few of the questions. Some of the questions I think you all had put in advance, and I believe you would have got the answer through this conversation, what we just concluded. I would pick rather those which are not being answered. Okay, so there is this question, being known the role offered is SGET. Could you please elaborate the working of the very role offered? So I'm assuming the question is that what this SGET role look like? Maybe that is the question. Yogesh, if you can
Sure.
help
Uh,
us.
yeah, thank you. So I think so. This is very particular to the role what we carved out from last year. So there are about 5 to 6 programs that Mahindra and Mahindra Auto and Farm works, and each of these programs have separate details, and hence has a separate cohort of colleges. The colleges right now, what we have picked up is closer to the manufacturing plants of Swaraj. This is a dedicated program customized for Mahindra Swaraj tractors, which is largely for the part of the make organization. You divide the organization into 3 bits. The way you design any product, you design the product from a concept to a design stage. Then you make it, you produce it, you manufacture it, you do quality assurance of that project, right? Of that product, and then you sell it, and then you do the after sales part of it. So this largely is focused on the manufacturing bit. So for those folks who will be selected, will be on the manufacturing floors. To begin with, we'll get the training in terms of what you guys have learned in your syllabus, till executing of it. What does it mean over here? You would have seen the video. There's a lot of technology bit even for producing a tractor. You will get accustomed to the processes and procedures of the shop, of the floor, and then also build your capability to build over your supervisory skills. Once you do that, you will start overseeing certain functions, certain performance units, certain sub processes within the tractor manufacturing floors or within the R&D floors, so on and so forth. So it's an invitation for all those young, bright minds who are ready to take a plunge in getting what you learned in theory in terms of engineering to a very important machine which enables the farmers to rise. You go back to our purpose slide, right? Selling a tractor is not only selling an automotive machine, but it is making possibilities, right? We always hear this. What they say in Hindi is जब farmer उगाता है तब हम खाते हैं, right? And hence that's a very important function, that producing a tractor and then enabling the farmer to rise by selling it is the core of this role, right? Long answer, but I could see a lot of questions around this.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you so much, Yogesh. I think very apt one, and I'm sure this would bring lots of clarity to people here.
Sure.
Another question again I see common among many. What would be the job location for this role? Like we said, we have different branches, different plants, etc. So depending upon the business requirement, role allocations, you would be placed pan India. So what we expect from you is to flexible in terms of location. Will there
Yeah.
be any internship? That's the question that I see. I think as a part of this program, internship is not included. So this is pure play campus placement program. Then we have what are the okay. So then there is another question. What are the job profiles in this role, or on what we are going to work on after the recruitment? So I'm assuming same question what you just answer, Yogesh. Like basically, what kind of role these people would get into, what kind of job profile they would get into after this recruitment, which I believe you have already answered. But if you want to add something more.
Which question are you referring to, Neetu?
So there is this question, what are the job profiles in this role?
Okay. Okay. So let me deep dive on my earlier question.
Yeah.
Swaraj has three manufacturing units within the North India part. That's largely within the Punjab location. There are three plants: one foundry, one engine facility. That's four, and the fifth one. So three. Yeah. So three manufacturing plants, one foundry, and one engine. So five manufacturing bit, right from manufacturing the tractors till manufacturing an engine, and getting the foundry assets item. It's a captive foundry, so getting the foundry items out. So these are the five important things. Now each of these are divided into sub functions which are largely based on the product dimensions. Like there is a transmission, there is an engine, there's a full vehicle PU, then there is project management. So depending the time by which you get recruited and the projects which are live and the demand capacity, we would put in the students. So largely this would be between to assure the production, manufacturing, and the quality assurance of Swaraj tractors as a tractors unit, or making purely engines, or get into the foundry systems. So right now you will not be able to comment where we would host you, but on that location one, it's also important that we are fungible across the functions, across the departments. And why only manufacturing? As time moves ahead, you can always take a plunge into after sales or a customer facing roles also, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's correct. Yeah.
Thanks, Yogesh. There's another question. Would we get offers to work in software role or something else? I think again it ties back to previous question, and I think with your latest detail, people should have got the clarity. Uh, but do you want to add anything on this?
No, this is clear. This is software is largely part of the R&D bit, and for Swaraj R&D, the entire R&D for Swaraj is centrally located, and hence there are certain separate skill sets of students that we look out for, and those set of colleges, those sort of cohorts are different. Right now, all these institutes, all the profiles what you're looking out is purely from an SGET, that is Swaraj Graduate Engineer Trainees for manufacturing and quality functions exclusively.
Yeah. So hope this brings a clarity to most of you. I'll take on the next question. For which Mahindra industry would we be interviewing for? I see Bhumi has already replied. This is Swaraj Tractors. But just for you all to be fully aware that presently we are hiring for Mahindra automotive and farm sector, and Swaraj is one of the business unit within farm sector of Mahindra. Uh, we would encourage you to go to our website, learn more about Swaraj tractors. That would help you.
Yeah. Just to add on to the earlier question, Neetu, uh,
Mm-hmm.
there are certain industry 4.0, 5.0 possibilities within the manufacturing systems. Like you would have seen in the audio visual, we had certain robotics coming in, certain cobotics may come in. In that parlance, if it is part of the project management within manufacturing and quality, absolutely young minds, young talent is always welcome. So it's an add-on. If the question is related to manufacturing quality, the answer is yes.
Yeah. Another question is, can students of CSC, AI, and DS, I'm assuming the AI, artificial intelligence, you are referring to DS data science department apply? I think we have shared the details with your placement team about what are the streams that students can apply here, looking at the nature of work, job requirement, business requirement. So, that would be helpful for you. Um, okay, then what do we have? Where do you see your trainees in the next 5 years? Very interesting question we have.
Yeah, very interesting one. I think so. Tell this to everybody, right? There have been examples where people have joined as GETs, management trainees, and today we see them being the CEOs and presidents of many of the business. So this is just a start point. Everything bases the positions, everything bases the merit and performance. If you indicate, if you show that rest in terms of culture, environment, um, is all what all of us within the HR functions really strive for. So it's a multiplication of both individuals' capability, potential, opportunities, along with what the culture and the environment, what we really make each one of us to rise every day. So that's where we are at.
Yeah, yeah. And I just to let you all know, I joined this organization 10 months back and I can vouch for it. I see many leaders we have around us. And I always kind of get to see and get to know that, okay, they at one point in time, they joined as GEDs, MTs, and they are somewhere at the top of everything.
Yeah, yeah. So there are a lot of opportunities. Yeah, there are a lot of
Yeah,
opportunities.
yeah. Another question is, where is the registration form link? I think we have already, Bhumi has already replied for you all to know. After our pre-placement talk, HiPro team, who is our campus partner, they would get in touch with your placement team with registration link, and you'll be informed when to fill this. In terms of interview process and assessment, yes, it's all going to be largely online, virtual mode. And again, the dates and timing would be shared with your placement team soon. Question is, can you provide us with JD? JD has already been shared with your placement team. Get in touch with them to get to know about it. Okay. Will the job involve programming and coding or some field engineering work? So I believe again, Yogesh, your previous answer could have helped getting the clarity for people here.
Yeah, I understand this question because when it is Mahindra, we there are opportunities across. But again, I would like to reinforce the program for which all of you are going to apply is for Mahindra Swaraj Manufacturing and Quality Engineering program. Within that, whatever is related to technology, whatever is related to AI, data science, data sets, along with the modalities of every commodity within the organization that will be trained. But is there a specific data crunching coding job? The answer is no. Right?
Yeah.
So that's where we are at. Yeah.
Okay. there is question about in online test, what parameters will be tested. Uh, we would give you just a generic answer, not very specific, because the test is not going to be very different than what you have studied so far, what you have learned so far. It is pretty much going to be whatever the knowledge you have gathered through your engineering, through your previous educations, and broadly focused on your aptitude, your comprehension, and logical, etc. How does a career path looks like if we start as a graduate engineer trainee, and a brief info about the work role we will have? I think this is another interesting question we have.
Okay. So as I said, it is repetitive. However, the walk paths are simple, right? From a GET, one gets into the to the levels of an officer with a people manager role, and then can be cross-functional within the performance unit or within the functions, within the plants, and if all goes well, within the businesses also. So there are plethora of options for anyone who joins the organization.
Yeah. So I think we have spoken a couple of times about the role, and I see very repetitive questions around it that gives us an impression that you all are very curious to know about the role. And I think I really like the energy that you are bringing here in this chat. Really appreciate it. With that, I think whatever Yogesh is explaining, that would help you to get your answer as well. Um,
Yeah. So I think if you're done, rest. I'm sure the respective higher pro team is there for all of you to answer. If you have a lesser time response, do reach out to Bhumi. If not Bhumi, then to Neetu. We all are there to make you successful. And on that note, me, Neetu, Bhumi, and thanks to our entire Mahindra IT team who has helped us to get this live, along with your TPOs who have been constant in touch with us throughout the year to get this day. Wish you all the best and happy Campus Drive 2026. Thank you. God bless you all.
Thank you, Yogesh. Thank you, everyone, for being part of this journey. All the very best to you all, and looking forward to meet you during this campus drive.